A very warm welcome to this session on moderation test with process model 1. What is model 1? Here is the model templates for process for SPSS and SAS by Andy Weiss. You see here, in this book you will see model 1 presents a very simple case of moderation. In this case, there are three variables, x, m and y. X is meant for independent variable, y for dependent variable and m for the moderating variable. Now let's understand what is moderation. According to Hayes and Montoya, variable m, this one, is set to moderate x effect on y if the effect of x on y depends on m. In other words, if causal relationship between x to m is affected by m, so then we say there is moderation. What are possible outcomes of moderation? There are three. In situation number 1, a moderating variable can increase the effect of predictor on the outcome. Predictor is the independent variable and outcome is the dependent variable. Or it can decrease the effect of predictor on the outcome, or it can reverse the effect of predictor on the outcome. Look at in this diagram. M can increase the effect of x on y. X is the predictor, y is the outcome variable. Or it can decrease the effect of x on y, or it can even reverse the effect of x on y. So three situations can be there. So let's present this diagram in statistical diagram as presented in the model templates. So look at here. So x is affecting on y and its effect is being captured by its coefficient, that is beta 1. And the beta 2 is measuring the effect of m on y. So this is the coefficient for m. And beta 3 is the coefficient for the product variable or product terms that has been derived by multiplying x with m. So we are interested to find out this one, whether beta 3 is statistically significant or not. If it's statistically significant, then we say moderation is statistically significant, otherwise not. Let's put it in equation form. In equation form, you see here beta naught is the intercept. So beta 1 is the coefficient for x, independent variable. Beta 2 is the coefficient for the moderating variable, and beta 3 is the coefficient for the product terms of the interaction. So we are interested to find out this relationship, whether this is statistically significant or not. A moderating variable can be in continuous form, just like age or weight or length or income, or even in Likert form, Likert scale, 1 to 5 or 1 to 7 or 1 to 9. Or it could be in dichotomous form, just like gender, yes or no, 0 or 1, yes or no. In this session, we will take example from a study by Rees and Freeman. In this study, social support has been used as independent variable, task performance has been used as dependent variable, and stressors have been used as moderating variable. So let's use this model in SPSS. So here is the SPSS, you see here. So x, y, here w is meant for moderating variable here in this example. Let's go to analyze. So then in a regression, you see here one option is there for the process. I have already installed it. If you're not installed it, you can install it. It's available on website of www.fas.com. So here come the options for identifying which variable is independent variable, which one is dependent variable, which one is moderator. So first box is meant for dependent variable. So y is to be taken here. Second one is the independent variable. So let me take the independent variable here. And third one is the moderating variable. Let me place it here. Then come to the model number one. Model. So you see here there are 76 models. So which model to choose? So you can uh, find it from the model templates of the process here. So model 1 is representing a very simple case, so we are going to use it, model 1. And if you look at the other models, so you will see, for example, in case of the model 2, there are the two moderators, right? And in model 3, you see here, there are two moderators, but in different situations. In model 4, you see this is meant for mediation. So be careful in selecting model number here. If you don't specify yourself, generally it uses model 4. So be careful in selecting the model number. Second option is the bootstrap sample. So by default, usually it is 5,000. You can increase or decrease depending upon your own requirements. I'm going to keep it at 1,000 so that it can complete analysis at earliest. So if you use the higher values or higher number of samples, so then obviously it will take longer times. Then coming to confidence level, so you see here there are three options: 90%, 95%, and 99%. So by default it is 95%. Coming to the options, in options I'm going to choose the first four options. Then decimals, I'm going to take 2, and then is the conditioning. In case of conditioning, I'm going to check the option of the Johnson-Neyman test. This is a very important test. I will explain it later. So then click it OK. So it's taking some time. Yeah. Still running. Yes, now it is there. So here is the model description. So model number 1 is being used here. So these are the variables list. So y is being denoted by y, x by x, and m by w. This is sample size 190. So the first table, this is important. So look at here. So this is R square, 0.29, acceptable. Then F statistic, you see their significance. So model significance is there. So then we can proceed towards the uh, here in second part of the table. So you see here. So these are the coefficients and the t statistics for variables. So W is having a coefficient of 0.46. So this beta 2, you can say beta 1, or you can whatever you want to mention it. Sorry. And then is the it's a t statistics 4.94 and p value is 0.00. So that means moderator has a significant and positive effect on Y. In other words, if you look back to the model, you see here moderator was the stressors have the positive effect on overall basis on the task performance. In other words, so data is shown that if there are stressors, so the people are generally inclined to deliver more. What this data is showing. So then is the x is the independent variable. So independent variable here in this case is the social support. Social support also is again having a positive effect and a slightly bigger effect than the moderator. So and it's also statistically significant. Now coming to interaction variables, it has negative effect, and but p-value is very high, so that means it is statistically non-significant. So that means on overall basis, so we can say that stressors have insignificant moderating effect on relationship between social support and task performance. Now coming to next table, part of the table you see here. So here is a change in R scale. It's a 0.01. It's very small, very small. Uh, and then next table shows the conditional effect. So these are the different levels of W, and these are the effects. And here is the p-value. So look at the first one. So it is the low level, this is average level, and this is the high level of W. So at high level of W, you see it is non-significant. The effect of X on Y is non-significant, whereas at low and average level or medium level, it is statistically significant. And you see coefficient also tends to decrease with the increase in W. So it means when W tends to increase, the effect of X on Y tends to decrease. Now here you see this is the Johnson-Neyman significance test. So these are the different levels of the model rating variable. So W. So these are the effects. And I'm going to look here p-value. So you see p-value significant, 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 significant. Here, till here, you see. So means slightly above the average level. It remains significant. Beyond that, it turns to be non-significant. So that shows that that the uh, uh, up to a certain level, stressors help in creating a positive effect of X on Y. Beyond that, the effect becomes insignificant. So linking it to back here, so means if stresses increase up to certain level, X effect on Y tends to increase. But after some times, then it becomes totally non-significant. Right. So let's copy all these results in Excel form here to create the graphs and to learn something more. So first one is here, how to present the results. So you see here, so this conditional effect. So low level of W, average level of W, this is the high level of W. So these are the 0.83, 0.57, 0.32. These are the effects. And this is the p-value. And this is the lower level of confidence interval and upper level of confidence interval values. So moderator is equal to minus 0.92. So you see here minus 0.2. Effect is 0.83, this one. And p-value is 0.01. 1 at 95%, and confidence interval is ranging 0.23 to 1.42. Since 0 does not fall between these two values, so that's why it is statistically significant. So we will use the same uh, approach for the second level, mean the average level of W. So you see here again it is statistically significant at 0 does not fall between the two. However, at high level of W, you see p value is non-significant, and confidence interval is ranging from minus 0.23 to 0.86. That means 0 does fall in between these two values. That means here modulation becomes insignificant. So the effect of x on y becomes totally insignificant at highest level. So that means if stressors increase um, beyond a certain limit, then social support does not work on task performance. Means social support's effect on task performance becomes totally non-significant. So in other words, implications is that a manager have to be watchful of the level of the stressors while they are providing social support. So then we can create a graph also. Here you see the last table in the results you see. So here you see so data list for the x, w, y. So this first column is for the x, second column is for w, and third column is for y. So from on the basis of this, the first we need to create a table, typically like this ones. So on this side, I'm going to use low level of x, medium level of x, and high level of x. Then here, low level of w means moderator, medium level of moderator, and high level of moderators. And these are the values of y, means outcome variables here. You see here the first one is when independent variable is low and moderator is also low. So you see here moderator is low minus 0.92 and independent variable also very low, so that's minus 0.52. At this point value of outcome variable is 2.07, so I put here 2.07. Then comes the at low level of moderation. So when independent variable is at medium level, so you see here 0.92 is again minus 92 is again moderation is low level, but here independent variable is at the medium level. So at this combination, what is the value of outcome variable? It's 2.50, so I mentioned it 2.50. And then at high level of x, when moderate is still at low level, value of y mean dependent variable is 2.93. I put it here, right? In second row, what I do now, I have to change the level of moderation from the low to medium. So here is the medium level 0, 0, 0. So these are the values of x. So the 2.63, 2.63, 2.92, and 3.22. Yes, then we will proceed towards high level of W, 0.92, 0.92, and these are the values of x. So 3.18, 3.34, and 3.5. So then just select these ones and create a graph. So and already created a graph you see here. Yeah, so this is the graph. So on x-axis is social support, on y-axis is the task performance, and these are the different levels of W. So blue line is indicating low level of moderating variable, and orange line is indicating moderating level or medium level of uh, moderating variable, and gray line is indicating high level of auditing variable. You see here, let me make it a little bigger. Yes. So you see here, so when you look at the lower level of W, you see slope is high. On the other hand, at the high level,